You have a balance of just 658.
Right.
What you can do is, I'm not sure that you can probably take it today.
No, she didn't say that.
Okay, because if you have like, say if you put the whole balance today, they'll probably save you $60, $70.
Okay.
Balance, and you can use the extra money to get like a Metro card or whatever.
All right. Well, actually, the reason why I'm coming here is because I wanted to know if I could get my $80 back.
Okay, no.
No. Why not?
It's a non-refundable fee.
Okay. I did some research yesterday, and your company doesn't have a very good track record.
Because of competition, putting up bogus stuff online. I mean, you can read bogus information, listen to opinions, rather than facts. You know, it's really where you're getting your resources from.
Right.
If your resources are opinions, then it's really bogus information.
Right.
Because you have other companies that put up bogus information online. It's the internet.
Right.
So you can see whatever you want to see. It's not real.
How about Better Business Bureau?
Better Business Bureau is good. I mean, at the end of the road, you're getting state training.
Right.
You're getting certified here, and they're replacing you on a job. If you see any stuff online,
right,
it's all bogus.
Right.
So you don't have to worry about that. Like you explained everything when you first came in. Placing you is really not an issue.
Right.
Placing you not a problem. You have any felonies or probation.
No.
You did something with Amber. You have sales experience.
Right.
You're pretty much good to go.
Well, I did some more research regarding costs for a lot of these classes, and you guys are pretty high price as far as what, you know.
You compared it to like a training school. Training schools can charge like maybe $50 to like $100 for like $80, whatever it is.
Right.
And some of these places are not legit, and second of all, they don't provide any placement.
Right.
So when after you take training at a rinky-dinky school, you have no job for another 3 months, so you're ending up coming back to another company where they're going to charge you anyway.
Right.
You know, so we just eliminate that whole process, train you, and then place you.
Okay.
When you're the best, you charge, like Cheesecake Factory and McDonald's.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to McDonald's and you're gonna spend that money, but you're gonna get this. But you're gonna go to Cheesecake Factory, you're gonna spend this money, and you're gonna get this kind of service.
Well, what's interesting is there is absolutely no positive reviews of this company whatsoever. And
whoever gets the job and gets it is not gonna go online and put it up, because you're gonna be working, making money. You're not gonna have time to be going online. Like, who's gonna say that, you know?
Right.
So all the people that are getting the job, you know, because we've been around for a while, if we were that much of a scam, we wouldn't be here.
Well, you used to go by the name of B&B Security, right? And then
that was another company that worked there. We took it over.
Right.
Yeah, we took over.
Okay.
So that's not anything that you have to worry about. Basically, it's not an issue. We're official.
Right.
We deal with people with master's degrees, you know, people that have their own businesses.
Right.
And we deal with a lot of people.
All right. Well, one of the other things I heard about was the fact that apparently, you know, there's no guarantee that you're going to get a job. So in other words, I still have to go out, I still have to get the interview, I still have to do all that stuff.
I take care of the job placement. We have jobs right now individual, right as we speak.
Okay.
And I can ask my job placement director, like, we have spots right now.
Right.
I can place you in. But we just have to put you like some of the classes first.
Right.
And then I can be able to put you into one of those jobs.
Okay. Some of the other stuff that I also looked at is like apparently like CPR classes and something that's a requirement for security guard duty.
No, I mean, we know what the requirements are.
Right.
But what we're doing is we're setting you up to get paid. We
Right.
can easily give you the 816 by itself, which is only going to be $339 or whatever.
Right.
But when you go out for work, they're going to try to put you in retail to make $758 an hour.
Right.
We're not going to set you up for that. When you go out for work, you have to get paid. So we're going to set you up with the training that's required for you to get compensated the way that you do need to or deserve to get compensated.
I mean, this is my only problem. Like I said, I went online yesterday, did a lot of research.
On a lot of opinionated stuff.
Well, I mean, pretty much the only stuff that was available, to be quite honest with
But
you.
all opinions, correct?
It was all pretty much, you know, rip off websites, scam alerts.
They were all opinions.
I mean, I don't know what you mean by that exactly. I mean,
Facts, all opinions.
right.
You have to read facts.
Right.
You know, you can't ever judge your decision based upon people's opinions. Never.
No, I agree. And I mean,
that just makes you,
right.
You move backwards and do something like that.
I mean, like,
you're moving forward already.
Yeah.
You doing all that stuff and doing all this is gonna it's gonna get setback.
Right.
You just keep moving forward and go to work.
I mean, I'd like to go to work. I mean,
That's
quite
it.
honestly, I'd like to go to work ASAP.
And that's what we're here to do. We're not here
Right.
to play games with anybody.
I mean, the idea that, you know, that I got to come up with 738, you know, total, in and of itself, if I knew I had a $25 an hour job, isn't a problem. I would be A-okay with that, right? Especially you guys say that you get it refunded, right? That pretty much once you get the job, that money comes back to you, and that's pretty much what I was told yesterday,
When
right?
you file taxes, you get the money back.
When you file taxes, so basically it's a tax write-off is what you're saying.
Under education.
Okay. And this is a New York State certified business. Is in other words, like when I leave this place, I'm going to get a New York State certification.
That's valid everywhere, and you're going to be able to get your fingerprints and get licensed through the state. If we weren't official, you would never be able to get your license through us.
So I'm not actually getting licensed with this 758.
After you finish certification, then we can get your license.
And then there's an additional cost to that as well?
It's a fee of $105, but you don't need the license to start working. We can place you without the license.
Right.
For you to get the license, it would be good for you to get because you're serious about it and you seem like you're looking at this long term and you're looking for longevity. So it would be a good look for you, but you don't necessarily need it to start working. We can place you without the license.
Right.
For sure.
So what are some of the accounts that you currently have right now, as far as your businesses that you work security?
We don't get into that. We get into that when you get job placement after you finish all your certifications.
Right.
When you get into a placement, you can't give out that information.
Right.
We might give you that information and you tell me, hey, I want my money back.
Right.
I'm ready to leave.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, to be quite honest with you, a lot of the stuff I saw, I didn't see anything online in regards to you guys actually having done any work, as far as you guys having placed anybody. And I'm not saying whether you have or you haven't, but as far as what's available.
Whoever's getting placed, is not going to be running and telling you guys. Who's doing that?
Well, how about the BBB? You guys aren't even accredited with the Better Business Bureau. I mean, that's a little bit, that's kind of a red flag there for me. I mean, there's something to look at. Before I got involved with Ambit Energy, I was very skeptical about it on a lot of levels, and I did a lot of research before I decided to pull the trigger on it. And you check Ambit Energy on the Better Business Bureau, they have an A rating, straight up. You want to compare it to some of the incumbent utility providers, they've got Ds, some of them got even worse ratings than that.
You can look up any security company in New York State. Look them up under the resume, you're going to see all the same stuff. Every single one.
Right.
So you're not going to find one that has an A security company in New York City because of the amount of competition and the people that are always bad.
Oh, sure. And believe me,
it's not our fault.
No, I'm not saying it is.
We that go online and put bogus stuff because we're the best.
Right. Well, I mean, just to put it in perspective, with Ambit there was a lot of bad, there's a lot of bad reviews and a lot of, and
nobody. If I'm looking to make money, I want to go with Ambit.
But that's going back to, just be aware though, that's going back to 2009, all right? So that we're talking like the last, maybe 2010, that's the last of it. And if you look at it, there's a lot of things that you can see there that pretty much give you straight up what the deal is. And you know that it's pretty much coming for competition. The stuff I read was pretty much coming from people that have registered for training classes. By the time they've left out of here, they get some kind of a certification that's there's no state seal, there's no pretty much guarantee of anything.
Those
you know what I mean?
Those are people bullshitting, putting up fake stuff.
Well, but here's the thing.
Anybody can say, oh, I went to this school, took training, didn't get a job, so that company can look good.
Right.
Anybody, I can go online right now and say, oh, I went to this training, I took all of this, and I didn't get a job.
Right.
If I want to, I can go do that.
Sure, I mean,
exactly. So who can't do that?
Yeah, well, anybody can do that, right?
So you can't look at those. Those are all opinions.
Right.
You gotta take steps. We have the jobs. I have those.
So if you
don't
have
get a job, I'll give you the money back out of my pocket. I have it right.
Yeah, so you have money.
I'll give it to you out of my pocket. This is my personal money.
Right.
I'll make sure I give it back to you. You're cool. I know you can do it.
I mean, I know I can do it too. That's not the question. The question is, I mean, if you got that kind of money, if I was asking right now for my $80 back, and you were to give me the $80 back, there would be some level of pretty much trust. I mean, I'd basically be like, all right, you know what? If you guys are reputable and you're on the up and up, and you were willing to give me the $80 back, then not only would I come back, but I'd actually refer friends. I actually made a couple phone calls before I did my research yesterday, because I got a couple people that I think would be good for this one, would also be looking for work. But if you guys aren't willing to give me back $80, and you're telling me that if I can't get a job, you're willing to give me $700, That's
how confident we're gonna get you a job. But the $80 fee is non-refundable. But I'm confident that I'm gonna get you a job. So I'll let you know. If you don't get a job, I'll give you the money back out of my own pocket.
And what happens if that doesn't happen? Then what? Then where are we? I mean, like I said, once again, you're not.
It's not gonna happen after you're gonna be working. I have spots I can put you in right now. I was trying to tell you that.
Okay. All right. So if you have spots you can put me in right now, as a show of good faith, would you be willing to place me in one of these jobs? And if I get the jobs, then I'll come back for the training for better, better pay at a better location.
You can't do the job until you get the training.
And what if I was to get certified elsewhere?
Hopefully they'll place you in a job.
Well, no, if I get certified elsewhere, okay? I mean, obviously you guys are making some kind of money on people working here, correct? So in other words, if somebody's getting a job through your agency, then you guys are getting a percentage or you're getting something out of it, correct? You don't get anything out of it. So all the money you make is basically through these training courses.
We don't get into the money we make.
Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about basically.
We're worried about you and what you need to do. We're not worried about the money we make here. We're not even getting into that. That's past the subject.
Right.
We need to get you on a job.
Well, I'm worried about me as well. You know, I mean that's the reason why.
The money we make has nothing to do with your certification.
Right.
We need to figure out what you need to do, how we need to get that done, because it seems like you're ready to roll.
I've been ready to roll for a while. Like I said, I just have certain skepticisms, certain apprehensions about it, and
you don't need to. You're good.
Well, like I said, more importantly,
I've done stuff with energy. Like I've done, I don't know if you heard of Quick Start.
I have, yeah.
ACN, I've done all those kind of network marketing things as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been there, done it. You know, it's not as all hyped up as it is to be. You know what I mean? Of course, they're gonna tell you can make this 1,000 residual, 50,000 this that a week.
Right.
But how long does it take for you to actually get that?
It's gonna take a long time. I mean, it's not gonna happen overnight.
You understand?
I'm well aware
you always
of that,
need
right?
something that is guaranteed on the side.
Right.
So that kind of business, something that you do on the side to build yourself for later on, to be financially free.
Right.
That's obviously the goal.
Well, that is the goal. Yeah.
But for now, you need something stable.
Right.
Stable that you maybe can go to work and make that guaranteed money at the end of the week. Plus, you get your little extra residual income.
Right.
That's how you want to do it.
That
you
is
don't want to be
how
skeptical when you get ready to go to work. Because I took training, I took certification,
Right.
and I got a job right after I took my classes. So it's hard for me to tell somebody, oh, you're not going to get a job right after. That's what I've done. That's what I went through, and this is what I help people do.
Right.
You know what I mean? I took my 8-16 and fire and I started at 14 an hour.
Right.
They told me I was going to make $9.50, $10 an hour, and I got 14. So nobody can really tell me anything about this business. I've done it already.
Right. I mean, look, this is pretty much what it boils down to. I'm not really ready to go through with this right now. I have certain reasons why. I have my certain skepticisms. Pretty much all I'm asking is a show of good faith, all right, on a human level, person to person, because right now, $80 is a huge sum of money for me. I can't even explain.
It's non-refundable. It's a non-refundable fee. I can knock down your balance for you. I could probably take it down, maybe like $100, so you have a balance of $558. But the $80 fee is non-refundable.
What is it worth to you to give me that $80 back? Because I mean, you do know I do freelance video productions, right? And there's a bunch of people in that waiting room, you know? Right.
It's just policy. They're not gonna like shift it for anybody. It's a non-refundable fee.
Right.
You know, this has nothing to do with you or if it was anybody else. It could have been Obama.
You got like 9 people in there right now, so you stand to make potentially $700 off of each of them, right?
No, we don't get into the money that the company makes. This is all the company.
Well, I'm not talking. I mean, you're charging me $700 right now for this for these training classes, correct?
This is. I mean, we're not charging anything because you don't want to do this anymore. So obviously you're not even going to go forth with it. So you're not paying that money.
Right.
You're just going to end up losing $80. But if you want, you can hold on to it, and then you have.